Alright, well, we'll start on this today for arms. I really don't have a plan today. Tried other than just hit arms. Oh man. Ooh, this feels good. Alright. Second set of these. Alright. Oh. All right. Oh man. All right. Well, we'll just keep the bicep curl train a going. This is the better of the two curl machines here, in my opinion. Oh man. It's feeling pretty good today. Just joking to Brandon that my training split's so good that everyone's just doing the split now, because yesterday we're in here and everyone's on freaking chest. We can't do anything. Now we're doing things out of order today because the entire cable stack's taken and everyone's hitting arms. Oh, that's crazy. Oh. and Brandon just made a executive decision off camera. So we're putting a executive order into power now. No shoulders today. And my reasoning for that is we forgot to hit rear delts on back, or you let me forget, so how dare you. And so we're going to hit shoulders tomorrow and then hamstrings. So this will be like a 5 workout split this go around. We'll just hit bis and tris today. Man, remember on your last rep, and I'm bad about forgetting this too, always come down in that eccentric if you're going to come up for one more rep. Come on, buddy. Why'd you look right into the camera and lick your lips? YouTube, you better hide. He's gonna smooch you. He's coming for you, boy. He don't roll like that. Unless you're a 26-year-old female. No, I'm kidding. He's single, ladies. Come get your man. Not this guy, that guy. Leave me alone. I want to hit more weights and not go on dates. So. Oh man, that was a good set. Whew. Okay, ladies, there's your future husband. Start cramming him in the comments, all 5 of you who might watch. All right, we're gonna get into the tricep portion of this workout. Fetal rope extensions. Only reason I have the camera so high is I didn't want the guy behind it to think I was pointing at him. Alright, as always, trying to be respectful and not catch people in the videos you don't want to be on. Come on, Brandon. Whew. Yeah, buddy. Come on. Good set. Yoink. Good stuff. Come on, buddy. Keep pushing. The thing with these single cable stacks, single pulleys, is it's so much heavier. I watched a video the other day that explained it. Made a lot of sense to me. Because I've always wondered myself why certain cable stacks feel so much heavier. Because I did, my first set was 70. That was way too much for a rope extension, so now we're doing 50. But it feels like, 120 on any other stack you get Cuba. Oh man. Whew. All right. Last set of these, and then I think we'll hit just normal push downs. Probably just stay in the same spot and switch the bar. All right. All right. Just like that. Switch to straight bar push, or well, easy curl bar push downs, but same difference. Ooh. Yeah, buddy. Good set. Heck yeah. Oh, yeah. One more of those. All right, we've hit the part of the workout where the sleeves get rolled up. I don't wear tank tops or pump covers at the moment yet. We'll get there eventually. So right now it's the part of the workout. The sleeves get rolled down. Ooh. Oh man, good stuff. Come on, buddy. Come on. Control it. Those arms where they're at. Just move at the elbows, not the shoulders. Yeah. These guns are bigger than mine. I'm carrying a 9mm. He's carrying an AK-47. All right, I'm not entirely sure how these will feel. I've never done cable curls on this particular stack before, but we'll see. Oh. The answer is they feel great. They feel phenomenal. All right. Oh man. Ooh. So we'll get pumped. Holy cow. Whew. This has been a great arm workout so far. Whew. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Whew. I wanted to get a few more cheat reps in that. That wasn't happening. Holy cow. Ooh. Come on, buddy. Yeah, come on. Push. Come on. You still got more in there. Come on. You guys can't see this in the video, but I thought that lady's water bottle was a Lysol container. You take the right shady yellow, but then white at the bottom and top, so it looks like a Lysol wipes container. Had me thrown off for a second. Oh, my Anta. That's not a pub. I don't know what is. All right, without straying too far from where we are, we're going to get straight into the next tricep exercise. Oh, yeah. Come on, buddy. Good. Whew. Good set. Might be the strangest way I've ever watched somebody put the bar back. Did you change the weight? Okay. Just want to make sure. I was like, there's no way. That's what that first set was. Come on, buddy. Come on. I'm right here. Come on. One more. Good. So I'd pull you back. Ooh, easier said than done, I guess. He's so tall he might actually hit his head if he lets it pull him back. I don't know. Ooh. Oh. Oh. All right. Come on, bud. Good. The only issue I have if you're doing that, it scares me that you're gonna like slip and let go. That bar's gonna come up and uppercut you. Oh, I didn't change the weight. I was like, whoa. I mean, it's only a two pin difference, but there we are. Ooh, all right. Let's move on to something else. I might be considered one of their best employees right now, but I might also be considered their worst nightmare filming in here all the time. But, ooh, it's kind of busy over in the freeway area, so we're taking up the space of one of the Smith machines because all four of them are free right now, anyways, to hit our curls. Oh yeah. All right. Another day, another dumbbell curl. Ooh. Talking and living life in stats that matter. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh, it's feeling pretty freaking good, guys. Oh, all right. Oh. Hope I haven't been losing track. I think I have been. Oh, we're just gonna wait and hit that last set. Ooh, ooh. Going with the 40s, like I normally do. You know, when I'm fresh or on my second or third bicep workout, bicep exercise. As the final means that yes, that last set was only 6 in arm, and this one's probably only going to be anywhere between 4 and 6 in arm. But I'm pushing to failure, and instead of choosing to drop the weight and aim for 10 to 12 for all 4 sets. So, whew. Oh, oh. Oh man, I think that's all we got. All right, and with tassel in frame, I don't even know why I let that thing sit up there. Honestly, who actually keeps these things after you get them in high school? I guess other than just not really knowing how to get it back off because it was so hard to get on there. It's there, but it's now that I film these car talks and stuff, it is kind of annoying. I know it's always swinging in and out of frame most car talks. Come on, sir. It's a nice truck. I guess an old like 19, I want to say 80, 1980, 1979 Ford pickup truck. Like a greenish blue, so like a teal and white. Old restored truck. It's freaking gorgeous. Anyways, enough yapping about random classic vehicles driving in front of me. That was a pretty stinking good arm workout. I'm happy with that. And so the whole decision that we made during the workout or decision I made and then ran past Brandon, but you know, I went it past him, we decided together. So the decision we made of, you know what, we'll just hit shoulders tomorrow and then we'll hit our leg day is based on I forgot to have us hit any rear delts on back day. So we would have had to add those in today. Plus normal shoulders, right? So you're looking at 4 or 5 more exercises being added other than the 4 or so we did for bicep and the 3 or 4 that we did for tricep. So it's like all of a sudden you're adding another 30 minutes into the workout. You're going for way too long after you've hit, you know, where do you structure it in the arm day so your triceps aren't diminishing your effort on like a shoulder press because they're already pre-exhausted. So, you know, it was just one of those things where the more I thought about it, it's like, do we want to hit shoulders on this arm day? I was like, honestly, no. But I don't want to outright skip them for an entire rotation either, right? So it's like, okay, we'll just add a day into this go around for the split, and we'll just have a designated shoulder day this time, and then we'll hit legs. So So now tomorrow will not be a hamstring focused leg workout. It will be a shoulder workout, and then we'll have a hamstring focused leg workout. But as far as I know, tomorrow we will be hitting shoulders at Cuba. Reason behind that being, I do work, Brandon does work. So normally we would hit at Planet, but I'm going to go get a new phone tomorrow. This one, I think this is what's going on with these current mics. I don't think it's actually the mics. This phone has been struggling to charge and hold a charge for like a while now. And so I kept thinking like all these new chargers I was buying had shorts in them. Like every time I bought a new charger, it's not charging, it's not charging, it's not charging. You got to fiddle around with it. I think it's the port, the charging port, which the microphones plug into, which would explain why sometimes they just, even if it says it's working, it doesn't work. So I think that plays into it. It's just this poor phone, its camera's going to crap. It's going to crap. Like yesterday, every time I tried to edit the video, it was like bugging out and not playing the videos we took. I had to keep restarting the phone until finally the videos were borderline corrupted. It would not play at all. And finally, just through brute force of hitting play, going back to a video that did play, and then going back in to a video that wasn't playing, and just trying to get it to play the videos. Like for half the sets we recorded yesterday, it was acting up. When I was trying to go for the videos to make sure they had sound before adding them into the editing software. So it was just killing me. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So, and I ended up staying up till almost midnight, getting the video edited so I could upload it. And so, I mean, obviously I've been talking about the new phone for a while. This isn't just a because of last night thing, but it seems like the timing is perfect. Okay, today it's been cutting in and out of having signal. It'll just randomly say no SIM card found and get rid of my signal for like 30 minutes, and then randomly decide it does have a SIM card and give me my signal back. So it's just, I think this poor phone's at the end of its life, which is sad because it's a iPhone 13 Pro Max, which I want to say is no more than a 3 or 4-year-old phone at the oldest. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what year they came out, but I know I got it in the realms of 2021-ish, somewhere in there. It would have had to have been. So it's at least a 4-year-old phone. And so all my life I had Samsungs. My very first phone was an LG, which is Android. And I hated it because if you've ever had an LG, you know how slow and buggy they are. And I think a lot of people, if they've ever had their first phone was a cheap Android, that might be why they say Android sucks and iPhone's better. Well, Samsung runs on Android as well, right? So I think it gets caught into that. But I think the real argument should be Samsung versus iPhone, not just Android as a whole. Because I would agree, like LG and all those phones that also run on Android suck. But Samsung, I've had my very first Samsung was the S8, great phone. Some of the pictures I took on that phone that I saved into the cloud, so I still have them to this day on this phone, look better than some of the pictures I've ever taken on this phone. A lot of people want to argue about the camera quality. I give it to Samsung. As someone who's had both, I give the camera quality to Samsung all freaking day, which is one of the motivating factors into switching back over to a Samsung Galaxy S25 is what I'm going to upgrade to, because I want the camera quality to be as good as it can be. No offense to iPhone. I'm sure what are they on, the 16 right now? I'm sure the 16 probably has a decent camera. It's a brand new phone. It's going to have a better camera than this one. But considering photos from like my S8, my S10, my S20 Ultra, my S21 are all better. No, I never had. Did I have an S21? No, sorry. S20, I think the S20 Ultra was the last Samsung I had. But all those photos that were backed up and are now in my gallery on this phone look better than anything I've ever taken on this iPhone. And especially if I'm going to do YouTube the way I've been doing it, which right now is just on my phone instead of spitting out money for a camera, just because I don't have the extra income for a camera right now. And I'm sure you're gonna say, well, if you have the money to go buy a new phone, you could go buy like a free $400 camera instead of putting a $200-$300, you know, I guess you'd call it deposit, but what you pay to get the phone out of the building, and then paying a monthly payment for it after the fact, right? You guys probably would argue like, well, then you can get a camera. No, not really, because unfortunately, with everything going on with my phone, like that problem still has to be solved. The fact that I have a phone that's bugging out, that isn't like, that's going in and out of having signal, saying it doesn't have a SIM card in it sometimes, not charging. There's days I've woken up and it's at 29%, didn't charge all freaking night, and I got to put it in my car mount because my car mount has a wireless charger built into it, and hope that it charges a decent amount so I can get through work for the day. And I put it on a charger at work and just try to keep an eye on it. So it's like, I shouldn't have to have that issue. No one wants to deal with that. You guys won't want to deal with that for your phone all day. So it's time to upgrade. I used to be the kind of guy who'd upgrade right at that 2-year mark where it's paid off, but I didn't do it this time. And the reason being is there's no reason for it other than just being up to date with the newest phone. So you can pretend that you're cool like everyone else who has one. You're not. Who cares? It's the 21st century. We're living in the year of our Lord and Savior, 2025. And everyone has a phone. Everyone has a phone with a decent camera on it. Everyone has a phone that can download, even if it's cheap or doesn't work that well, editing software. Like anyone can YouTube from their phone like I do. Anyone. If you really want to YouTube and you just want to start, with the basics, these were cheap little $20 mics off Amazon when I bought them, right? And they've fulfilled their purpose. And I do genuinely think I sat here and spat on them and said what I said about them and kept blaming them for everything. And I think it was actually just my phone's going out. And the charging port is screwed up and doesn't have a good connection anymore. And so, that being said, can you get over? Thank you. That being said, you can start without changing anything about your life other than $20 mic. And I mean, even the tripod I bought is a $25 tripod. It's nothing special. It's a $25 4-foot tall tripod that is made for both cameras and phones. So one day, because that is the plan, I do want to actually buy a camera at some point. That's why the new mics I bought and the tripod are compatible for both. I do want to get like a good, decent quality film camera at some point and a decent lens for it, but that's just not where we're at right now. I think today we officially hit 84 subscribers, and that's awesome. And I love you guys, and I appreciate the support more than you'll ever know. I never thought we'd see that number on the subscriber count. Honestly, I thought it'd be 1. I thought it'd be good old Brandon, the gym partner and best friend, my brother from another mother. And I mean that full-heartedly. That is my brother. And I always thought, maybe he'd be subscribed watching them because he knows I'm filming them. But other than that, there won't actually really be a fan base for this, right? I've said it a few times on this channel now. This started just as documentation for myself. But I figured if I was filming it, and putting it together so I could look back at it, I might as well upload it. And so it's become a YouTube channel that has a slowly but surely building fan base. And I love and appreciate the support. You guys are awesome. And And I'm very thankful for all 84 of you. So, uh, we've come a long way from the first video where I didn't even know what I was going to call any of this. And the intro was just a TikTok that I made. And I changed the aspect ratio to the YouTube aspect ratio. That's why it was a little rectangle inside the aspect ratio that eventually changed to say Jeremy Swires over it, was because this was not planned at all. That's one of the reasons the intro finally changed. Is I took the time to make a actual YouTube intro. But anyways, that was a great arm workout. No notes at all, other than I wish the pump wasn't fading. But that is not the workout's fault. That is the lack of taking creatine or eating enough carbs on my end. But I was going to do a post-workout pump check and just hit a few arm poses in the mirror. But we got in the bathroom, and not only were there like 2 or 3 other people in there, but one of those other people happened to be the general manager sitting there mopping the floors. So I knew better than to proceed to get my phone out and start recording in the bathroom, because not only would I not have a membership at Planet Fitness anymore, not that I really care, they kicked me out, I got memberships elsewhere, but I wouldn't have a job. I would probably be out of a job for breaking that rule. So I don't think I do anything wrong when I do it, because I make sure we're the only ones in there, me and Brandon. It's all like a total of 5 seconds of the video, just me hitting like a front double bicep, side chest, side tricep, whatever you want to call it. And then we get out, Or once in a while I hit the Arnold pose. I don't know the exact name, but that poster, Arnold does that pose, and it looks so freaking good. So I just that might be my favorite classic pose. But no pump check today, unless you count this, but you ain't gonna see nothing. The pump's worn off, and that there's no lighting in here, and in fact that was embarrassing, and I should cut out the video, but I'm not gonna. But yeah, 84 subscribers. I'm kind of hung up on that. All these other YouTubers, I'm having a stroke, guys, save me. All these other YouTubers, millions, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of subscribers, and they act like it's normal, and they just go about their business. I'm sitting here at 84. 84 of you people want to watch me lose weight and work out every day to get on the Summer Shred-a-thon stage next June. And that's wild to me. So I hope to continue to build this channel and to build this. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not the one building the fan base. I'm not the one building this community. You guys are. All I do is I film it and I upload it. You guys are building the community all around it. Any and all love that comes out of it, any and all family or friendships that come out of it, that's all you guys. And, one day I would love to say that the channel got big enough that we could open like a Discord and like a Patreon and all that stuff, and build like a legitimate community where you guys can go in and talk to each other, and I'm in there talking to you, and we can I could start going to fitness expos and meet a bunch of you. It could be so freaking cool. And that is truly the goal, is from now until the Summer Shred-a-thon next year, get on that stage, bring the best package I can. I'm not going to sit here and claim that I can win it, because I've seen some of the guys who have won the Summer Shred-a-thon in the past few years. And the guys they put on the posters and stuff, and the weight loss journeys that they accomplished to win
the competitions, and I'm not going to pretend for even a second. Why are we slowing down to 55 on the interstate? But I'm not going to pretend for a second that I can accomplish that weight loss transformation. But I want to bring my best package. The whole point of it, why I lost weight so fast in the beginning, or so slow in the beginning, because it was a 5. I guess this is my 8th year going to gym, so it was an 8-year transformation, and 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 I'm still not at my goal. The goal's 160. The goal's been 160 since 2020. But the reason I haven't just fast tracked losing that weight is because, one, studies have shown if you lose the weight too fast, you're more likely to rebound, and two, I didn't want a crap ton of loose skin. And I would definitely say when I'm shirtless and I wet, what stomach I have hang, there's definitely, I wouldn't even say muffin top anymore as much as you can tell, because of how lumpy and loose it is compared to what it used to be. But there's loose skin there, on top of what fat is still there, and that's just something I've always wanted to avoid, was my loose skin. I think there's no way to avoid it entirely, because 160 is almost exactly half of 300 pounds. So to go from 300 to 160, you're going to end up with some loose skin. But I do think I have benefited from the speed of which I did it. Because I feel like if I went from 300 to 190 overnight and had made that initial transformation in, a year, 6 months to a year, or I get 6 months is a bit much, but 9 months to a year. If I had made it at that speed, as fast as I could, just, hit cardio every day, plus an hour of steady stay later in the day, plus weight training, and cutting my calories exactly in half, and just, get going balls to the wall, I'd probably have a lot of loose skin. Probably hanging off my arms, hanging off my chest, all that. My skin on my chest is still tight to my chest. The skin on my arms is still tight to my arms. The only place I've really noticed any loose skin is right in the love handles and muffin top. And so I would say that's where a little bit of it's going to be. And that's going to suck, because obviously on stage it's going to be a lot harder to see my abs. But I would say I have benefited from the speed of which I chose to lose the weight. But now is the time to go balls to the wall and lose the last 40 pounds or so, in a year, a bit more fast tracked than what I've done previously. This person's going 30 and a 55. I do not see handicap on your license plates. Can we drive? No? Okay. That's fine. But, the goal, to get back on topic, I'm so bad with chasing rabbit trails. I must be a part beagle, because I'm just I have caught a whiff of something. I'm going to go this way now. But the goal really is to at least podium at the Summer Shredathon, if not win it. Get sponsorships, and start going to fitness expos and meeting you guys and living that life. And because I love the fitness industry and I love working out, and I've loved it all for almost a decade now. Almost a decade of working out, loving fitness. I mean, it's crazy to think that 8 years ago I walked into the gym for the first time at 300 pounds, and I was someone who hated, just going for a walk, let alone any form of exercise. And I had committed or attempted suicide at that point 3 times in my life, and was bullied relentlessly, and I hit this point where it was either I lost weight or I was going to succeed in my next attempt, you know? And my main reason for like wanting to start my own gym and wanting to get out into the fitness world, wanting to become a sponsored athlete with Harder Than Last Time, you know, all this stuff, and being in the fitness industry, even something as small as getting that job at Planet, is I want people to find what I found. And the gym is different things to different people. For the smaller guys who are hard gainers, you know, it's like they go from feeling small and unseen to big and powerful, right? They feel jacked and they feel great. They probably feel unstoppable for a guy like me. And I feel like for a lot of overweight people who were bullied relentlessly in their younger years, I found self-love, I found purpose, I found myself, and I found one of many reasons to live. You know, if I hadn't started going to the gym, it probably wouldn't be this channel, obviously. I probably wouldn't be here. My nieces wouldn't have an uncle. And that's crazy to think about. That decision to walk into the gym probably changed the entire trajectory of my life. And I don't think a lot of people realize that choosing to take care of yourself, choosing to go into the gym and put work into yourself can be so amazing, can have such a impact on your life, more than just, oh, I can see my abs, or ooh, that bicep veins popping out, or ooh, I measured my bicep and it was 16 inches today, which by the way isn't that big, but you get what I'm saying. It has more than just that impact. So enough sappy emotional stuff. I started to tear up a little bit, but yeah, that's the goal. Podium, if not win Summer Certified, get some sponsorships, grow the channel, and eventually be somewhat big enough in the fitness world industry that I'm able to go to expos and meet all you guys and maybe have a booth and just have fun. And like I said, the goals, I want to open my own gym eventually and bring, you know, other people to find what I have found and to find the love that I have for working out, because you do fall in love with it. It does kind of become an addiction, but I mean, you fall in love with it. It's amazing. And it's so freeing, even. And so that's why I do any of this. That's why I want to open my own gym one day. It's more than just wanting to put on muscle or wanting to look a certain way. But tomorrow should be filmed on a better quality camera. Tomorrow should be new phone in hand, new mics plugged in for the audio. Should be completely different quality. We are about to up the game on the channel. It's all for you guys. So the only good thing about the channel is if you do the Summer Shredathon, you're supposed to have like progress photos and progress videos that play in the background during your posing routine and all that. So I am going to have plenty of material to work with, which is one of the reasons I started filming, was I knew I needed that material to work with. And hey, if you upload it on YouTube, it's archived for forever unless I choose to delete the video. So I will be good to go on that level, because I will have training videos, some physique updates, everything else. So tomorrow that should happen, and later today you guys might get treated with a small grocery haul video. I do get paid at 8 p.m. tonight, which isn't exactly a great time to get paid. You know, why am I getting paid 8 p.m. instead of at the beginning of the day? Any other job doesn't make much sense. Everyone else wakes up and their stuff hit at 5 o'clock in the morning while they were still asleep. Mine hits at 8 p.m. But that's why it's going to be a small grocery haul, is I'm going to go to a grocery store just offshoot in town from church and just do a few things from there that I can get my hands on. But not a full-blown, massive grocery haul. That might have to come later in the week when I actually go take Walmart's or Kroger's or something and buy the rest of my groceries. But do expect that after this is uploaded, there will probably be a grocery haul later in the day that also comes out. So, but again, thank you guys for 84 subscribers. I'm just baffled and I'm humbled, and maybe I don't say it enough, but I'm very appreciative of it. I don't know what I'm gonna do when we hit 100 other than maybe crap myself and cry. That'd be one heck of a 1-2 punch to crap and cry. But you guys humble me. You surprise me every day. I watch that number go up and I'm just baffled at the idea that anyone would watch this, but I appreciate it. I truly do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not, share the video with someone you might think likes it, and see you guys tomorrow for a shoulder workout and probably a good old grocery haul, and I'll see you then.